Hi, I'm J.R. Cohen from the Coffee Groundz, and I'd like to introduce you to a very special person who is walking across the nation for a very special charity, very special cause that means so much to me. Skip Pots. Along with Skip Pots, we have Sean Stoner, aka Maslow Beer.
Howdy.
Tell me about what you're doing.
Well, I'm walking across the country. I started in Boston on September 1st. I've gone about 2,200 miles, and I'm here in Houston now, heading towards the Santa Monica Pier in just a little bit west of LA, California. And I'm raising money for People for Educational Equality, which is basically, there's a lot of good public schools. I was fortunate to go to good public schools, but there's a lot of bad public schools that really need help. And I know that I've been able to do a lot of the crazy adventures that I've been able to do because of my education. Just would like to help other people get that same opportunity. So I came down the coast, went down from Boston through DC, Richmond, Virginia, went through Raleigh, North Carolina, Greensville, South Carolina, Montgomery, Mobile, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, and now I'm here in Houston.
A couple questions about just logistics.
Yeah.
You know, have you mapped out your travel in advance? Are you doing it along the way? Sleeping, using the restroom, those sorts of various sundry things.
I've more or less mapped it out. I've got major cities that I hit, but I don't actually write down my route until basically the day or two before I go. But yeah, and I'll go out of the way if I can find a place to sleep. Sleeping was your next question. I sleep a lot of times using couchsurfing.com, and actually they're gonna do a story on me upcoming here pretty soon. But couchsurfing, for those of you who don't know, is an online community of travelers that offer up their couches for other travelers on the road. It's a great thing. Sign up. You can host me maybe. It'd be really nice. I like showers.
Guys you met along the way, you mentioned someone who's bicycling, another walker.
Yeah, you meet all these other, when you start doing something like this, you start meeting all these other crazy people, and all this kind of kismet happens. I was just walking along from New Orleans to Baton Rouge, and this guy rode up behind me. I've got a little sign I wear on my back. He said, "Are you walking across America?" And I said, "Yeah." And he's like, "I'm riding across all 48 states." So we happened to be in a stretch 10 miles before there was no food, 12 miles after there was no food, but we were right across the street from the only restaurant 22 miles. Stopped and had lunch, and I interviewed him. He's on my website somewhere.
How much has weather played into your travels? Have you ran into
Weather
any
has been one of the most fantastic kind of amazing things. From the time I was in New York to the time I got to the Texas border, I did not get a drop of rain. I went over 1,700 miles without rain.
Wow.
And it was a time that was pretty heavy with storms. They were going north of me, south of me, but I was just really fortunate that, to walk in the sun, more or less.
Just to let you know, you can also find Skip on Twitter. His name on Twitter is Skip Potts, SKIPPOTTS. And you can also find where he's checking in with Brightkite and soon Google Latitude. Also, he has a Facebook page, and we will probably insert the links that you can check out his charity. Also, these little headphones, not headphones, but these are speakers that you can hook up to your iPhone. For every one we sell, $2 will go to his cause. So we need to make this video go viral. So I'm asking you guys that are watching this to please pass this along. It's about education. It's what this country needs. So please help spread the word.
Not to mention that these things are really cool. If you're ever out and you want to hear your music or other people to hear your music, instead of doing the little sherry thing with the headphones, you can actually plug this guy in and he can growl out the music.
Well, the Coffee Groundz is really going to try to help you achieve your goals, and again, we ask you to help make this video go viral. Much attention is needed to our education program here in the United States, and what Mr. Potts is doing I think is just unbelievable. It's so wonderful, and we thank him for coming, and we thank him for what he's doing. You should probably get a caption of your thighs and your calves, man.
Oh yeah,
because they're huge right now.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Verizon, if you get a hold of this, he really needs a smartphone, so why don't you help him out, please, so that way we can help accomplish what he's trying to do. Anyone who can help support this charity, this cause, please, this is the best thing that could happen to us as Americans, is better education. Thank you so much. Thank you, Skip. Thank you, Sean.